right, we're doing lesson 7.3, equations with fractional coefficients. Do y'all know what a coefficient is? What's a coefficient, Nate? It is the number before the variables. So like 4a, which one's the coefficient, guys? 4. A is just the variable, 4 is the coefficient. So now we're talking about fractional coefficients, like example 1. Oh, let's read what the lesson is first. We're on lesson 7.3, equations with fractional coefficients. And our essential question is, can you solve equations with coefficients that are fractions? So let's zone in right here on example 1. Do y'all see how this is 1/3 n? N over 3 is the same thing as 1/3 n. So what would n over 4 be? 1/4 n. Cool. And you notice, like, typically what we were looking at is like x over 3 is equal to 5 over 21, and we cross multiplied. That's what we were doing. How does this one look different? What do you think, Caden? You can't cross multiply on the bottom. Why does it look different? What is different here? There's a plus sign. So we can't have that plus sign. So if you get anything out of today, I need you to get this. Are you listening? Okay, I need you to eliminate, we've done this before, fractions. Okay, so if we are eliminating fractions, we're just going to look here at the 3, at the 4, and this invisible 1. So eliminating fractions is going to open us up to getting rid of all these fractions and be able to solve like Algebra 1. So between 3, 4, and 1, what would be the least common denominator? 12. So instead of using 12 as the LCD, I'm going to take 12 and I'm going to multiply every single one through by 12. Are you with me? All right, so what would happen with the 12 on top and the 3 on the bottom? They would cancel to be 4. So we know this will be 4n. Beautiful. What would happen with the 12 and the 4 on the next one? They cancel to be 3. So the next one will be 3n. And then the last one says 7 times 12. Do you know what 7 times 12 is? 84. So from here, we can just solve like good old Algebra 1. What's 4n plus 3n? 7n, and I'm going to go ahead and write that up here. 7n is equal to 84, and gosh, we should know what 7 times what gives me 84, because we just had it, right? 12. Look at example 2. Sorry, I'm running out of room on my page. Notice we have y minus 1 over 3 minus y plus 1 over 5 is equal to 2. And again, if that number stands alone, that's just going to be over 1. Are we good? So between the denominators, 3, 5, 1, what's the common denominator? 15. Good. Everyone just says it. You guys are so good to try to raise your hand. All right, I'm going to let you try this on your own. So let's go ahead and talk about the first thing that we have to do. The first thing that we have to do is cancel out 3 and 15 to give us 5, right? So this 5 has to be distributed to y minus 1. Do you see that? Yes. Good. 5 and 15 cancel out to be what? 3. So this is minus 3. Did you forget to distribute the negative? 15 times 2 is? 30. Distribute all the way through for me, Jake, the group.
5y minus 5 minus 3y minus 3.
Minus 3y. Minus 3 equals 0. When I add like terms, 5... 30. Just kidding. I was seeing if you're awake. You are. 5y and negative 3y is what, guys? 2y. And then we have negative 5 and negative 3, which is what, guys? Negative 8. Now do you see? I hear some light bulbs going off. Dang. What's my next step, guys? Add 8. So we're going to add 8. So we have 2y equals 38. And hopefully you know that y is equal to 19. Guys, what can I do at the end of any algebraic expression? Plug it in. So notice I could go all the way back, and right here I could plug in 19 and 19. Okay, so let's just do it in our head. What's 19 minus 1? 18 divided by 3 is?
6.
What is 19 plus 1?
20.
Divided by 4 is?
5.
I said the answer. Divided by 5 is 4. Is that equal to 2?
Yes.
I do that all the time. All right, give this one a shot. Let's see what we're doing wrong. I have common denominator would be what if I have a 5, a 2, and a 20? 20. So I'm going to multiply this term by 20, this term by 20, this term by 20. So how can 5 and 20 reduce to be what? 4. What is 4 times 3a?
12A.
12a. I'm going to write it up here so I have room. Minus. How did 2 and 20 reduce?
10.
To be 10. So I have 10. Well, that makes it easy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then I have 1/20th of 20, which is going to be 1. From here, 12a minus 10a? 2a. And don't forget that you have to divide each side by 2. So a is equal to 1/2. Feel good?